Hey guys, welcome to McGee's in the Morning. I am Jasmine McGee and I'm going to give you a brief little tutorial on how I made my notebook covers for the kids. So you guys might have seen over on Instagram where I showed off the notebook covers that I made for the kids. I made them one in every subject and I included a reading notebook and a STEM notebook. And just to give you an idea, if you haven't seen them, this is what some of them look like. This is my daughter's math notebook cover, her science notebook cover, their STEM notebook cover. This is Journeys. My son's English notebook cover, and then my son's math notebook cover. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate this notebook cover in Canva.com, which is what I use to make all of my notebook covers. And hopefully it'll give you guys some good insight and some tips and tricks to make your own notebook covers. Before I do any designing in Canva for my notebook covers or anything that I'm doing that requires a clip art, I usually head over to prettygraphic.com, and that is where I get lots of my clip art. Now, she does have a store included on her website, but she also has one on Etsy and Teacher Pay Teachers if you prefer to use those methods. Now, when you're in her actual store, she has clip art, general clip art, character clip art, and then she has broken down by baby, boy, darker skin tones, girl clip art, holiday, and kids. I usually just go straight for dark skin tones because we are an African American family, and I will download whatever is the same subject as what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to recreate my son's math notebook, and I used the Baking Boys clip art for that. So you just click this, you would pay, and it's an instant download. And then you head over to canva.com. I do have a free account at canva.com. I love Canva. I use it for just about everything. And when you pull up their main screen, you can see that they have lots of options for different things. And I'll quickly show you the ones that I do use. I have used their event link to make flyers for my going away party. I have used their Facebook event cover, their YouTube thumbnail, their YouTube channel art, and the Facebook cover. I've used all of those. And then, of course, if you scroll all the way back to the top, that is where you will find US letter, and that is your typical 8.5 by 11, and that is what we're going to use for this particular notebook cover. So you just click it, a new screen opens up, and off to your left-hand side, you will see where they give you templates. But for the sake of this notebook cover, I'm not going to use any templates. I'm just going to use blank screen. You'll also see where they have search option, layouts, elements, text, background, and uploads. And those will all become very important in a second. So I'm just going to click over to uploads. You will see all the different pictures that I've uploaded from different videos. And then you will see our baking clip art right here. And this is the clip art that I'm going to be using for this video. So I like to start off with the actual clip art itself. That gives me a chance to play around with the background covers. I'm going to size it down so that it is center. And you will see that Canva gives you 4 lines. So that is how you know that it is completely centered to the sheet of paper. But I'm actually going to move it up a little bit to make room for when I put his name on the bottom. Now let's go over to background. You have the option of using just a plain background in any color that you would like, or you can use one of their free options, which gives you backgrounds like this. Now, what most people don't know is that you are able to change this background color even though it has a design. You go right here and you can change it to any other color that you would like. And if you have a particular color, you just document colors. You can put in a hex code, or you can move this around and get any color that you would like. I know what background I want, so I'm going to click this. It looks like a piece of notebook paper to me, so you just click it. I'm going to change it to a bright white. So there we go. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to add what looks like a table or a counter underneath the rolled out dough. So we're going to go to Elements. We are going to click Shapes. And then I'm going to just click this little square. And once again, you just size it down to whatever fits what you're trying to do. Now you'll see that my black countertop, for lack of a better word, is over my clip art. Now what I could have done is put my countertop down first, or you can go to Arrange and click back. And that puts it behind where you want it to be. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. I'm going to make my clip art a little bit bigger and push it back. There we go. Now I do need to change this, and I'm going to change it to a yellow. There we go. Now, in order for the words that I want to use to show up, I'm going to get another little rounded off square, and I am going to make it white. And I'm actually going to send that to the back. Now, sending it back one time puts it behind clip art, which is number 1. Sending it back again will put it behind the yellow, which would be considered number 2. So we're just going to bring that back to the forward so you can see it. So now I have a clean empty space right here where I can add in words. So we're going to close out shapes. We're going to go over to text. Now you can choose a heading, a subheading, or a little bit of body text. And really when you're doing something freehand like this, I just go ahead and use subheading. That gives me an idea of how big the words are going to be. And then you can always go back and make them bigger. So I'm going to say Jeffrey's math notebook. And I'm going to center it even though I know for a fact that I need to make it bigger. So right here is where you would change the size. Typically you try to change the font first and then the size. I like Sunday. It's what I've used for all of the notebook covers that I've done. And I'm just going to move this so it's a little more center. And once again, those guidelines come up for you. And I'm also going to change the color, make it a little bit more blue to go with the apron. Now, so that is the basic concept. Now we're going to go back to uploads, and you see all this pretty little clip art down here. So we're going to add a cupcake. We're going to make it a little smaller. Add it over here in the corner. And then we're going to add some background clip art. Now, I want this to look like it is hanging from the line. So this little button right here is what's going to allow me to rotate it 180, not quite 180 degrees, because we go 180 degrees, it's off center, and I do want it a little more straight. So we're going to go about 190 degrees. Once again, I'm going to make it a little smaller so it actually looks like something that the little boy in the picture would use. We're just going to hang it off that line like that. And we're going to do the same thing with this whisk. I'm going to rotate it, and then I'm going to make it smaller. About the same. Let's bring it over here so we can make it about the same size, maybe a little bigger. And once again, it looks like it's hanging. And then over to this side, we'll just do the oven mitt. And that's going to be a full 180. Make it a little smaller so that it fits. And we're going to hang that right there. So now we have what looks like a full notebook cover, and it only took a few seconds and some time. Now, when you are done, you can, what I like to do is I like to put it in 100% mode so I can make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. That's how you'll be able to tell if things are really truly centered or if you need to make things a little bit bigger or smaller. And then once that is done, you want to save it. Save. It does automatically save after a few minutes, but I like to manually save right before I am going to download it. And then you just click download. It recommends that I do a PDF print, but you can always do PDF standard, PNG, or a JPEG. Because I know I'm printing it, I'm going to do just a straight PDF print. Download it. You get this cute little thing. The quotes right here are very interesting if you ever get the chance to read them. They're usually design related. Then you wait a little bit. Now, it downloaded right and it opened right up. I have a MacBook, so it opened right up into preview, but I want to take you back to the actual screen. You can actually post it straight to Facebook. You can post a link on Twitter, or you can email it to yourself or anyone else that you might be designing for. And if for whatever reason you're having problems with your download, you can also do a manual download right here, which I've had to do a few times, so I know for a fact that that button works. But you pull it up as a PDF. If you have a MacBook, it goes automatically to your download, so you can always go to File, export it, and move it somewhere else if you need to your desktop, for example. Send it straight to your desktop, close it. I will minimize this so you can see my wonderful Black Panther, and then you will see right here is where it downloaded to. So that is how you do a quick, customized notebook cover using Canva.com. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my quick little tutorial on Canva.com. And as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Shoot me an email. Slide in my DMs over on Instagram or Facebook. And I will see you guys later. Bye.